Breaking news just coming in. Massive protest by farmers in Kurukshetra. Farmers have blocked Delhi-Haryana highway after Mahapanchayat farmers demanding MSP for sunflower seeds and release the Kurukshetra-Delhi. That's the latest coming in at the moment. Ashutosh is joining us for the latest. The release for farm leader Chadhuni remains to be one big flashpoint here. Ashutosh, what are the other demands coming in from the farmers?
Well, the second demand, Chaiti, is also the MSP on the sunflower seed. Remember, three critical belts, three critical districts, which is Ambala, Yamunanagar and Kurukshetra, remains to be the crop yielding of sunflower seeds. And here the government announced the MSP, but eventually, since that not been getting by these farmers in the mandis, in the markets, this is how that led to the massive protest on 6th of June in Kurukshetra, in same district. And today, because of that day that led to the deadly clash, today you see the farmers called a mahapanchayat in Kurukshetra, where it was addressed by Rakesh Tikayat, Bajrang Punia, the wrestler, also extended support, and the thousands of these farmers who gather here decided to continue their demand and mount pressure on the government. They blocked this very important Delhi-Chandigarh highway in Kurukshetra. So now you see almost all these vehicles have deserted the national highway. Remember, Delhi-Chandigarh highway, which connects most part of Haryana, entire Punjab and also Chandigarh. And here see the entire highway is now being blocked, and farmers who are now taking their tractors on the highway to build a pressure on the Khattar government. And the immediate demand of the release of Chadhuni, the farmer union leader, and also the MSP on the sunflower seeds. And that's what the decision said. Until and unless the government agree on these demands, the highway will not be open. Remember the similar protest on the MSP that was called on 6th of June, but that led to deadly clash between the police forces and the farmers. And in fact, when Chadhuni was arrested, he was sent to the judicial custody. And today, when a Mahapanchayat was called here in Pipli area of Kurukshetra, the farmers almost sitting for 2.5 hours, they decided to block the national highway to mount a pressure on the government. And unless there is some assurance from the government over these two crucial demands, they will not vacate this very important national highway.
Have they tried having a word with the government authorities on what their demands are? Ashutosh, have those demands been put forth in front of the right people?
Well, there are agencies from the government who are always there around when such demands were placed in the Mahapanchayat. As far as the surety from the government concerned, there is no official version. Remember the similar assurance that was given that there will be difference in the prices that will be paid by the government to these farmers. But they were not agreed as saying that sunflower seeds where the MSP is much more higher, and even the difference of amount paid, that will be quite lower than the MSP. And perhaps because of these differences with the government over the MSP prices, and mostly because of this aggressive protest and arrest of Chadhuni, this literally turned very aggressive. Rakesh Tikayat, when came here, the Mahapanchayat decided to block the highway until and unless there is a release of Chadhuni and assurance from the government over MSP. But since so far there is no official words coming from Haryana government as far as demands of these farmers are concerned. You see right behind me, tractors are lined up on this highway, and this looks like just another day the farmers' aggressive protest in Haryana. Chaiti.
Absolutely. And are they trying to make inroads to Delhi at this point? Ashutosh, what is their plan?
Not at all, not at all. The only idea is at the moment, in fact, on that day in Shadabad area, these farmers decided to block near a toll plaza that was again the similar strategic highway. And here yet again, they are blocking the same national highway which connects Delhi, few parts of Haryana to rest part of Haryana, Punjab, Chandigarh. So exactly at the same flyover here in Pipli area of Kurukshetra, the national highway, there you see the tractors who are lined up in a huge number. They are only blocking at a particular point. As far as reaching Delhi is concerned, that was categorically denied. In fact, 15th June, another Mahapanchayat under Sanyukt Kisan Morcha, all the unions of the farmers will carry out a meeting, and then further decision will be taken place. Remember, these farmers have also been mounting pressure in several protests, even in a poll-bound states against the BJP. So when we asked the same question, what answer was Tikayat from Rakesh Tikayat was that the further strategy will be decided soon in coming meeting. But for now, seems to be two important decisions that are taken by Mahapanchayat, a critical demand from the government, release Chadhuni immediately and assure MSP of sunflower seeds in all these mandi, particularly in three districts, which is Kurukshetra, Yamunanagar and Ambala, which is the most yielded crops for the sunflower seeds in the state of Haryana. Chaiti.
Yes, absolutely. And if you could get us some reactions from the farmers as well in terms of what their plan is, what are they feeling at this point? Because given the fact that the government knows what their demands are, why are the demands not being met? If we could ask these questions to the farmers.
You know, in the mahapanchayat, what they have been speaking, because there were difference in the prices that was announced by the government, that if the purchasing is done below the MSP, probably there will be some compensation will be made by the government under the differences that scheme. But ये बताइए कि जो सबसे दो बड़ी बातें रखी गई महापंचायत में, वो क्या थी? क्योंकि एक बार हमने देखा जब हाईवे ब्लॉक हुआ 6 जून को, तब भी हिंसा हुई, प्रोटेस्ट हुआ, गुरुनाम चढ़ूनी को तब गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया।
एमएसपी का भाई साहब सूरजमुखी की एमएसपी पे खरीदारी नहीं हो रही, इसीलिए गुरुराम सिंह चढ़ूनी जी ने कहा भी एमएसपी पे जो किसान की फसल,
अभी जो सनफ्लावर सीड है उस पर एमएसपी कितनी है?
एमएसपी 4800 कुछ यार खरीद रहे हैं, 4200, 3800, 3600 ऐसे।
पर उन्होंने कहा कि जो भावार्थ है वो हम देने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो क्या वो मिल रहा था?
नहीं जी, कोई नहीं मिल रहा था।
अब आप जो महापंचायत में क्या फैसला हुआ, कब तक रहेंगे आप लोग इस हाईवे पर?
तक चढ़ूनी गुरुनाम सिंह को नहीं छोड़ेंगे, आर पार की लड़ाई आज।
पिछली बार हमने देखा कि जब बैठे थे हाईवे पर तब हिंसा हुई थी, लाठीचार्ज हुआ, गुरुनाम चढ़ूनी को गिरफ्तार। अभी हम देख रहे हैं तमाम सारे ट्रैक्टर यहाँ फिर पहुंच रहे हैं, तो आखिर कब तक यहाँ बैठने का प्लान है?
जब तक नहीं क्लियर होएगा, गुरुनाम सिंह जितने हमारे बंदे पकड़े हुए हैं ना, वो बाहर नहीं आएंगे, तब तक ऐसे ही रोड जाम रहेगा।
It was not only Gurnaam Singh Chadhuni but also several of his supporters who were detained, arrested and sent to the judicial custody. And you heard two categorically demands from these farmers and their union leaders: release Gurnaam Chadhuni, ensure MSP on sunflower season. Until unless that is being done, you heard
Ashutosh,
that
from
this is going to
sources
be
we're getting a bit of a
final
buzz
battle. However,
that
there will
Bajrang
must,
Punia might also come to this protest site. How far are those rumor mills true?
Well, Chaiti, Bajrang Punia was part of Mahapanchayat. In fact, we have been reporting Bajrang Punia was here and even extended his support to the farmers, their cause. In fact, playing an emotional appeal that we belong to the same family, we contested and we got medal for the country. Being son of the farmers, we feel very painful when we see farmers on the street. So Bajrang Punia was part of Mahapanchayat. He even addressed the crowd and the farmer unions, and later, of course, he left home. Later, it was joined by Rakesh Tikka. So Bajrang Punia indeed came in the Mahapanchayat, extended support, and these are the farmers organizations, farmer unions, CAP unions, for CAP organizations who have extended support even to those protesting wrestlers, literally standing tall behind these wrestlers. In fact, the 15th June, when is the another meeting will take place by the farmer union and the CAP Panchayat, well, they will extend support and decide next course of action as far as protesting wrestlers are concerned. And since there is almost, because these are wrestlers belonging only to the farmer community in rural parts of Haryana, so Bajrang Punia was very much here, Rakesh Tikka was here, and right after they led the farm panchayat decided to block the highway unless there is some official and final words from the Haryana government, including the release of Gurnaam Chadhuni and ensuring MSP on the sunflower seeds.
All right, Ashutosh, continue to be with us.